Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel.
I finally found something TikTok's good at. Let's go. You know, the thing is, when you give a bunch of young guys, I think these are Marines, young soldiers, some free time, there's trouble. No doubt there's trouble to be had. That's why they're always, you know, the cleanup duty, the field days, the barracks cleanings. You got to keep them busy. Now, none of this surprises me. I'm expecting this is the rated G version that made it to TikTok because you say you're in the barracks, liberty secured. In other words, you can't do anything for the weekend. Somebody got in trouble, right? All of a sudden, this will happen. They're in that squad bay. Shit just got crunk. You will see some guys that do some funny ass shit. So you'll meet some of the smartest guys you ever met, some of the dumbest guys, some of the funniest guys. The collection of people, at least in the Marine Corps, was very uniquely the United States. Like all sorts of people, from the 28-year-old guy that was like a grown-ass man, right, to like a 17-year-old who had never been out of Iowa. I don't remember a lot of that, but maybe it happened. Maybe I was one of those guys. I don't remember it. I do remember because of the way they roll the sleeves up. Look at this guy compared to, say, an Army guy. Different. Anyway, when you roll the sleeves up, they get kind of tight on your arms if you do any working out. You know, some guys will try to wear them lower and you can't. And then if your arms get a little bit bigger, it's an issue, right? Guys went all buffed up. This is back in the day when steroids were still a common thing.
Raspberry applesauce. Yeah.
That's totally legit. Like if you crack open MRE, I never had this, so I'm just envisioning this. Think about this. You get the same dehydrated pork with the crackers, peanut butter, jelly. You crack open one, you read the outside, it says dehydrated pork. And pork again, right? Like the guy from Platoon. But you open it up and there's raspberry applesauce. It's like little things. Like average Joe civilian would be like, I can just buy cranberry, raspberry, blueberry applesauce in 2 seconds. You're sitting out in the field on some exercise, right? Bored. It's the weekend. You crack that joker open. You're like, all right, this is going to be good. This is going to be the best thing I've ever eaten. You know why that's funny? Because you will learn every method to open a beer that doesn't have a twist off. There's a way to do it. You've seen it done, right? So the guy that can open his mouth, never a good look for his teeth. But all sorts of ways to open a beer bottle. Like, you name it, I can't think of one way I haven't done it. It's feasible that I'm aware of. Now, question for you guys. Tell me the most outrageous way you've seen a beer bottle open. Not a twist off, of course. Whether it's on someone's teeth, pulling off their head, you know, fill in the blank. Think about all the time that went into this. They got the cardboard. They got to get taped up. All this free time, guys are like, okay, I'm bored. Maybe, I don't know where they'd be. Looks like they're not in a squad base, some kind of shop they're at. They're just spending all sorts of time. Then someone's put it on TikTok. And the military at one point said no TikToks, no more TikToks. I think I did a video on like a year ago, like what happened, you know. And I only found the TikToks to be offensive where the guys are in their uniform doing something that's unbecoming, right? So if you couldn't do it at your employer and you were a plumber and it said Ike on your shirt, Joe's Plumbing, and you were out there doing the stanky leg or some kind of dance, I don't know, something inappropriate, you get the point. I don't want my employee doing that. Same with the military. But this looks like guys in the military play around a lot, which when there's dead time, if there's more than one guy, there will be shenanigans.
Just off the gate here, you are going to have 4 spirits body squad.
Now, I don't know if this guy's in the military or not. I found it on this military activities TikTok. Take a look at this guy. It's pretty good stuff. I could totally see that. Maybe the guy was a pilot. I don't know what kind of suit he's got. It's almost like plastic, almost like an MBC suit, nuclear, biological, chemical is what it used to be called. He's got like the Top Gun mask on, you know. Crazy part is the guy behind him's not like staring at him. Person next door is like, all right, I got to get the video. He doesn't have much in the way of peripheral vision, so I'm covered. You know, I think it's humor that's for juveniles. And I look back on it, and why do I laugh? Because someone got hit in the stones, in the jewels? No, because I remember things like that happening. Dudes doing, you know, you name it. It seems like it brings back memories, the way things were. Memories. Look at this guy.
He went.
Trying to pull the pin on the grenade. It pulls pretty easy generally. You know, maybe we're getting the grenades from China now. Maybe that's the problem. Or the factory in Des Moines not doing them like they used to. You know, people always say when you hear here's a good one. When you hear advertised military grade, I always think that means it's the cheap average shit. Because military grade generally is not high quality. Now, will it hold up? I guess. Maybe better than civilian stuff. I don't know. Back when I was I'm talking 30 years ago now, when I went in, more than that, I wouldn't say military grade would be the thing I was looking for.
God damn it.
All right, now why is that funny? And I say it's a guy in his dress blues walking out, because every Marine will pick apart another guy's uniform. If you look at his tie clasp, it was all, it's got to be a certain spot, right? I don't remember exactly what button it was under. But if you're wearing it, you wear it right. Or you just don't wear it. I mean, if you're wearing the uniform, looks like he probably just came home from boot leave or something. You're wearing the uniform, wear it right. And that's a big thing, if you're traveling. Now, we used to have to travel. I don't remember the exact requirements, but there was no BDUs in town. Dress uniform only, and we traveled periodically. I wore a dress uniform. I don't recall why. Usually the alphas, too, like the coat, the real, not the pretty uniform. But if you're going to do it, you do it right. And I suspect, put that in the comments, you old jarheads. Do you look at a Marine or somebody in the military, if they look unsat, you're like, look at that shit bag. That's it, tie clasp.
Hey, yo.
Think back, harken back before you were born, most of the viewers. There was a thing, Bill Clinton came in, when this was like groundbreaking, called Don't Ask, Don't Tell, which they wouldn't ask recruits if they were gay, and you wouldn't tell. That was the rule. So you couldn't go around and do your thing. You weren't getting married to another man if you were a man. Didn't happen. But don't ask, don't tell. That was the policy. I think that came in 92. So think how far things have changed. You could say it's for the better. It's just different.
Oh my God. Wait. Oh. This shit is whack. What the fuck?
Now, looks like an Army barracks. I don't know if it's after boot camp. I suspect they're in squad bays. I guess somebody left their shit unsecured, right? It's like the Full Metal Jacket video. This is why I want Foot Locker's pile. Let's see if there's anything missing. Somebody left their stuff unlocked, and probably a drill sergeant came through and just wrecked the place. Or the cadre just wrecked it. That totally would happen, when I was in. I can see that, no doubt. It's a lesson, like they tell you to lock your Foot Locker. Are you worried about someone stealing? No, they just tell you to lock it. And if you can't follow simple direction, perhaps I shouldn't give you a weapon with ammunition, right?
Oh my god. Oh shit. What the fuck?
Yeah, they'll clean that mess up too.
Oh, hey, they even messed.
In the cleanup, the field day on that, right? The cleanup. I would think it would take a day, like your whole weekend. So if they do a barracks inspection, squad bay inspection, and they go through the rooms and some fail, they may say, well, your liberty's secure. We're going to come through tomorrow. And that will piss the whole building off. You got to square this thing away. Your whole weekend can be spent. Whoever's on duty comes by and inspects it. They're not happy. You just sit there. Clean it more.
Hey, everything you do for me, you do for me.
All right, why this video? Look at that recruit right there and the hat on. If you look at the video, he's got a USMC hat on going to boot camp. I knew one guy that was not in my platoon, but I heard about it from some friends at the chapel. And he showed up with an Eagle Globe and Anchor tattooed on his arm. And I just can't imagine what this kid was thinking. Like his recruiters just said, bro, don't wear the hat. Nothing good's coming out of wearing the hat.
Max volume, do you understand? Yes, sir! Max volume, do we understand? Yes, sir! Everything.
Here's another one of your job requirements. When you look at a job description, they tell you about it, right? Picture this. You're going to get recruited. You're like, well, young sailor to be, you're going to be a Navy SEAL. They show you the video, and you've already listened to Jocko's podcast, everyone. You don't make it, you go back to some MOS or supply clerk. Guess what? Have fun cleaning the warehouse.
Who's going to mop the compound now?
That's about right. So you're sweeping water. You know, they don't engineer the place right where the water will drain. I don't know if that's Paris Island or not. I can't tell. It can't be San Diego. It never rains that much there. But needless to say, they're out there trying to drain the water with brooms. Go figure. You'd think you'd give them at least a bucket. But you got a whole bunch of recruits here where I don't know where the DIs are, but they're just kind of doing what recruits do. Don't have any clue what the hell's going on. Now, this Sergeant Major, I guess, got the command of the year. So this guy right here in the middle took his blouse off, the Sergeant Major. And I guess they got the command of the year. He fired up, boy. He's going to show it, too.
I like it, you understand? I am so proud.
Oh, God. Here we go. Now, you guys that are in or have been in, how much of your time do you think you spent doing police calls, cleaning up, sweeping, rocks, barracks, inspections? I don't remember doing that much after I was out of training, but there's a lot of that shit. And it's a big chunk of your dead time. Sweeping wet grass. Which one of these skits did you find the funniest, or which one did you relate to the best? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.